Gold is sitting at a level right now where it's about to explode or completely trap traders in the wrong direction. And the crazy part is that most people are looking at it completely wrong, because while retail traders are just setting up basic support and resistance, high-level traders is watching something very different. I'm gonna show you exactly what's going on and how you should be trading gold.
Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Jay Wayne, the Scalp King. And look, right now, gold is not just moving randomly. It's reacting to three major forces. And we know what they are. Some of y'all know what they are. It's the US dollar, it's interest rates, and it's global uncertainty. And when these three align together, that's when gold is going to explode. Okay? And you know there's going to be a quiet before the storm. So, number one, let's talk about the bigger picture. Gold recently bounced from a key level showing strong buying pressure. That's number one. Now, when this happened, most traders is thinking what? Comment below. Most traders is thinking what? Oh, it's bullish. Let's buy. When I go live and I trade gold, people buy. Let's just buy. Let's just buy. Let's just buy. No, we can't just buy. We got to buy at the right time. If we're going to buy, we got to buy low. But here's the problem. The markets don't move in a straight line. We know that. So it's up and down. That's what I'm saying. We got to figure out where that area is. That's what I'm going to show you today. So all of this means before any real move happens, there's going to be a trap. You know how it go. It's going to be a trap. But high-level traders are not going to fall for that. High-level traders are very patient. So this is what rookie traders do. Traders that don't think at an optimal level. Gold comes back into resistance and they take the breakout too early. Get caught by the liquidity sweep and it drops. Now here's the thing, I don't know if it's going to drop. I'm talking as if I know, but I don't know if it's going to drop. I don't know if it's going to continue up to back to 5,000. I don't know if it's going to go, you know what I mean? But I have parameters set to be ready for either way. My strategy is FTB, and that's follow the banks. This is how I think about it. So what should you be actually watching? We are on the hour chart. Three things. Reaction at key levels. Not just the level, but how price behaves there. Number two is confirmation. Stop entering too early. That's not optimal. Wait for structure to form. And then number three is going to be correlation. This is how you FTB it. This is how you FTB. You follow the banks. Number three is correlation. What is the dollar doing while price is coming back and structure is starting to form? What is the dollar doing? Because gold does not move alone. So we got these three things that we got to look for. And that's how you FTB, follow the banks. So to take it one step further, I'm going to give you some scenarios on how, in a real world situation, on how to follow the banks. I'm about to lace you all the way up. And if you find this type of content helpful, where I don't just talk about a strategy, but I talk about real world scenarios and the type of mindset, the method that you have to have. If you find this helpful, subscribe and turn the notification bell to all so you can get more of this type of content. Let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna lock in with you. So like I said, let's break this into real scenarios. Here's the bullish scenario. If gold breaks above resistance and holds, we can expect a continuation to the upside. Let's not make this too complicated. Let's just think about this at an optimal level. The bearish scenario. If price rejects, wicks above and closes back below, that's a sign of a trap. If price rejects, wicks out and closes below, that's a trap. And we're going to look for sales. The key here is not predicting. What do you think it's going to do? I don't know what it's going to do. You have to have scenarios. You cannot have a bias if you're going to be a high-level trader. We can focus on just on this area right here. This is enough information for us. All right, because we got some highs and we got some lows. We got all of that right here. We got all that structure. That's what we need. The most important thing that I want you guys to look at is the most important level is the 4,800 level. Let's put a line right there. So that's where we're at right now. Let's zoom in right here. Now we need to see price hold above here, but as you can see, there's a 50 moving average. Now, as of right here, right here, price broke through the 50 moving average. It didn't even stay there at all. It just bust right through it. Price could do the same thing right here, bust right through it. I like the 50 sitting there because it gives us a blueprint, a framework to work within. So for an example, when price broke through this 50 moving average in the past, all we need to do is say, oh, well, price going to break through it. We just got to find levels lower to get into this trend when it was moving downward. So we just need to find levels, and levels look like this, like this. So we can just wait for price to break that level and then get back into the trend. And as you can see, that level is where it retested. That was the retest on this level. We're waiting for a similar situation. The only problem is we got one more thing. I won't say it's a problem, but we got one more thing we got to look at. And that is the golden zone. So we got to put it at the top. So why not go all the way up here? Well, the reason why we don't start up here is because that golden zone already has been established. So you can see price. I got to keep going to my drawing tool. Price came down and retested and dropped from there. So what we have to do is now move our golden zone to this high and drag this down. And so now, as you can see, we are sitting right at the golden zone, sitting right there. So this is an interesting level, 4,800. Now, I'm going to keep it simple for you. If price breaks above this golden zone and hold, and it start creating more structure, what does that look like? We're going to want to see this on the hour chart. We want to see consolidation. We want to see some structure start forming here. Well, then from here, we're going to probably go up to the 5,000s. Because then that's where we have to deal with this structure up in here. That'll be the next level. So be patient, and trust me, it's worth being patient for. Oh, it's going to be a long time. And then you as a rookie trader, you go on to other things, lose money, lose track of goal, forget about it, and then you come back to it and it did exactly what it was supposed to do. We were ready for it. You just wasn't being a high-level trader. You was being an impatient trader. So don't be like that, all right? At least not this time. So you got to put this on your watch list, all right? So I'm going to delete this golden zone. And now that's the buy scenario. Now, there's a 50 moving average sitting there. Plus, there's a war going on. And as of today, Trump decided to do I think it was a 2-week ceasefire. I think they agreed with Iran. So you never know what's going to happen. Gold may go up because of that. But it may fake out. So that's another scenario. It may try to do a liquidity sweep, a liquidity grab. And that's pretty much just going to be around that 50 moving average area. So it could come up here and think y'all and fake y'all out like it's about to buy, and then just to wick out and shoot down below. Now, if that happens, we're going to go down and be looking at 4,500 down here to these levels. We're going to sell down to those levels if it's a fake out. And let me pull up the what is it called? The Fibonacci one more time. And we're going to drag this down here. And so if that's going to be the case, then we can start looking for sales at the golden zone level. So this is the golden zone right here, this whole box right here. So we can look for sales coming out of that golden zone to 4,500. Or if we do get the opportunity, shoot, we might be able to get it as soon as it start rejecting below 4,800. So maybe like 4,750 area, maybe. So It remains to be seen. So let me mark up the 47.50 area so you can see that. So about 47.50 is sitting right here. It just depends on how price rejects and retests, but we may be able to. Okay, so that's on the fake out, and we can put up these trend lines. So now we can wait for the trend lines to break. Let's go down to the 4-hour, and there's the trend line. So we can also wait for that to break. That's an option too. You just got to put it in the right spot. So I like it right here. So we can wait for that to break, and that'll kind of be breaking right out the golden zone at the bottom. All right. So what I'm going to do for you guys is, so you can see it clear, I'm going to go ahead and mark up this golden zone. Now I can delete the fib. And this is where we at. So ultimately, if it's going to be a rejection, if it's going to break out that 4,800 line at the top of the golden zone and reject, then the safer play is to wait for it to break outside of the golden zone, below the golden zone. We could catch sales there. All right. And if it looks right, we might this is if it fakes out. We might be able to catch a sale at the 47.50 area where it says sell. All right. So those are our sell situations, our sell scenarios. And I already went over the buy scenarios. The right mindset to have, team, is to stop trying to be right and start figuring out how to be aligned. That's FTB at its finest. FTB, follow the banks. Stop trying to be right and start trying to be aligned. Because ultimately, the market doesn't pay you for guessing. It pays you for executing correctly. Remember that. So today, don't just jump into gold blindly. Watch the level, wait for confirmation, and trade the reaction. If you're a real trader, you're going to find this helpful. If you're a newbie, somebody that just wants strategy, you're going to be like, oh, this is going to go in one ear and out the other. But trust me, you're going to pay for that. All right, so listen, wait for confirmation and trade the reaction. Okay, trade the reaction, not your opinion, not forms, other people's opinions. Trade the reaction on the levels that I showed you. And if you want to track this day to day, every day, then you definitely want to be trading with me in my group. My link is in the description below. If you want full mentorship, it's $80 a month. If you want my trade setups on gold, on what I just showed you, when it's time to take advantage of it, it's only $25 a month. And that's my trade setups. All that stuff is in the link below. You can get my trade setups, and we execute at an 80% win rate. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And let's make this money, baby. Peace.